Hey guys, welcome to Traditional Bow Hunting Wilderness Podcast. This is Jason Samkovic, and today we are talking about my brand new Northern Mist Classic bow here. We'll bring you in and show you some detail, close-up shots, that kind of stuff, but I left my tripod down in Georgia, so Tina's working the camera for me, and I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to shoot it a few times just so you can see the flex. I know a lot of you guys are into that stuff and want to see how the limbs come together and that kind of thing, so I'm going to go ahead and fire it. I do put my setup on there. This is, it comes with a leather grip and his own leather shelf. I switch all my bows to this. If you've watched my other videos, you know how I set it up. So that's the only thing different than how yours would be if you were to buy this. Now, inside a picture that shows you what it looks like as he gets it with the leather grip on there. But as far as showing you this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot one my way, and then I'll turn one also for vertical for you guys so you can see it. Can you see the whole bow length? Mm-hmm. Okay. So, but here it is as far as how I shoot it, but this is that bow right here. And then now, as far as putting it vertical so that you guys can see the limb stuff, we'll try that. I don't usually shoot vertical, but we'll give it a shot here for you. I'll do one more there for you so you can just see the flex. This is so weird. I didn't even hit my arm on that one, but there you go. You can see the bending and how it is, but this bow is just amazing. So now what I'm going to do, though, is I'll take you over and show you some close-ups of it. I'll show you with compared to my other classics. I mean, this thing is just absolutely amazing. So, all right, thanks, Tina, for getting those, and I'm going to take it from here. Thank you. All right, here we go. Here are the three classics side by side here so you can see them. Bring that down just a touch like that, but my new one right here, and my very first one I ever got right here, and my second one right there, all three basically the same. You can see I use the same exact grip styles on them, all very similar, same shootability, same specs on them. They are all, if you see on here, let me bring you around, and if you look at here, my new one, there's the specs, and we are talking about 57 pounds at my draw length. Looking at that one, 57 at my draw length, 57 at my draw length. So it's all the same as far as that goes. Hang on, I want that off. Hang on. Sorry, fighting a exposure on here, but yep. So basically, same exact kind of bows, all 64-inch, all Northern Mist Classic models, which you can see right there, Northern Mist Classic, Northern Mist Classic, Northern Mist Classic. So basically identical bows, same tip wedges on them, same everything we're looking for, which you can see here. My new one, see, you got same thing here. You got the tip wedges on there, like that right there. And hang on, bring that up a little more. Tip wedges, same thing here. Tip wedges on there. So just fantastic bows. Now, I just wanted to show all three of them kind of side by side for you and let you get a look at them in a strung and unstrung position, which I'm hoping you can see. It's as high as I can hold it here. So hoping you can get a look for that straight limb, straight grip design on them. That's why they're called a classic. There is no, look at the angle of that bow. There is no curvature, no reflex or deflex. They are both a straight limb. Sorry, we're fighting angles there, but they are both, all three of them are straight limb style bows with straight grips on them. The grips have no dish, no anything. But yeah, like I said, fantastic, love the bows. I love his bows, his classics. I'm going to set these aside, and then I'll show you this one in full detail. All right, here is that bow, full close-up detail on it. It is the riser, the wood in the riser is the Cody, it's called, or their Cody is what that actual riser is. Let me tone that down a smidge. There we go. So their Cody riser is the wood that is in there. Trying to make that where you can see it good, but that is their Cody riser. And then the veneer, or the cores on this are bamboo cores. In the middle of the wood, that's tempered bamboo, those center wood cores. And then the veneers on the belly and the back are olive ash veneers. So those are what those are called, olive ash veneers. And it's got micarta tip wedges in there. I believe that's micarta, I'm pretty sure. That red in the tip wedge in there. I'm hoping that'll focus here. There we go. I think that does it. It's kind of acting funny out here with the snow. And I use, my strings that I put on them all are Dacron. So this is a Dacron string. I just made this one for it last night. I've only shot about a dozen arrows to it. My puff silencer's on there. But this is that olive ash veneer. Just amazing. Just such a pretty, beautiful bow. I do use my Great Northern quiver on all of them. And like I said, I make my own design for this. I like the 2-piece. I don't care much for the 1-piece designed shelf. I like it 2 pieces, and I like the rubber grip because then I can stick zip tie or sticks or anything in there to hold my arrows on the rest. And this that rubber grip is impervious to DEET. It does not hold water like leather does. It's dry immediately. So it's just so I just prefer it. So I put it on all my bows. But there is that Zircoti riser wood, the olive ash limb veneers, just a beautiful bow. Now this has a high gloss finish on this one, and what I like about it is I did not ask for it actually, but when I had this bow made, when I was ordering it, I told Steve, I said, I want a flashy bow. I said, I got a bunch, I got 5 of your other bows and 2 classics. I said, I want this one to be I want it classy but flashy. And so he put this high gloss finish on it. That high gloss finish is amazing. Now mine, because it was still a little too shiny, I called Steve and asked him about it. He said use just a little bit of 4-aught, or 40 basically for you guys, or 4-aught steel wool. And I just lightly, for about a total of about 3 minutes over the whole thing, just kind of buffed it with that steel wool. And it took that super high sheen or reflectiveness out of it. But you still get that amazing deep color. Look at the color or the detail that you can get on that. I mean, it's just incredible, but I'm getting no major glare. It's about the shininess level of what most bows end up being, after a couple of months here, even with a matte finish. Now I'll pull over another matte one here and set them side by side so you can see the difference. But this is that classic. This is the classic model, straight limb, straight grip. I'm gonna walk around here and hit it once more here for you. Sorry, I know it's probably a little shaky, but I'm trying to stay in detail here on a very thin little longbow as we go so you can see. And I'm trying to do it walking in a foot of snow. Here we go. Hang on. So that kind of shows you that right there. And let me grab the other bow. Okay, here you can see the difference in finish in there between my high gloss bow, which was toned down a little bit, and the matte bow. So if you're looking at them side by side, riser wise, you can kind of see the differences in there. On the level of brightness. Like I said, a little more, a little glossier to this gloss one, but not enough that I'm worried about it even a little bit. Like I said, I already killed a pig with it. By spot and stalk it, never, they're not going to notice you. But look at the detail in here. See in the wood in here? How it's there, but it's got that, it's matte. So it's got that little bit of a fogginess over there. If you look at this one, look at the detail in that. I mean, that is just amazing on there. So I'm really impressed with it. I really, really like that high gloss finish. And if it holds up well, which it should, and it's supposed to be tougher even than matte, then I will probably start having all my bows done in a high gloss finish, and then I will just lightly buff it with some 4-aught steel wool, because I love the difference you're seeing in detail that you can see in the actual wood on there. Just straight up love it. And the feel is also a lot different on here too. So like, for example, putting these like this, if I rub right here, it's matte, and it feels, it's there. It's a great cover, don't get me wrong, but it's not the same as this. Even along the whole bow here, I mean, it's just this gloss finish is so thick and so substantial on there that it just blows my mind. I'm very impressed with that. Like I said, I'm glad he did it, and I will probably end up going gloss again on my next one and just tone it down like that. But I am so impressed with the finish that is on there. So, all right, there we go. And that basically covers it for you. That's my brand new classic. Again, same with my other ones. They are all 57 pounds at my 26-inch draw length and 64-inch bows. Now, because I have a 26-inch draw length, I shoot a 64-inch bow. If you're shooting a longer draw length than that, you're probably going to want longer. One of the things, I'm setting this one over here too. There we go. All 3 of them again, right there side by side for one more little look for you. But one thing people ask me all the time is, is about, well, how hard is it to use such a long bow in a tree stand? Keep in mind, 90% of what I do is in a tree stand. Other than when I'm hunting pigs, everything's out of a tree stand. 64-inch bow, I'm only 5'6", okay? Think about that. I'm only 5'6" tall, and if a 50 or 64-inch bow is no problem for me with limb clearances and anything like that, if you're 5'8", 5'9", 6 foot, shooting a 68 or 70 inch bow is going to be cakewalk for you. It's not going to be an issue at all. If I'm 5'6", shooting a 64, you can be 5'10", 6 foot and shooting a 68 all day long, and I promise you, you will be much happier with a 68 inch bow than you will a 64 if you're a taller guy. The smoothness to everything to them, just the forgiveness out of the limbs, just amazing. So that's why I'm shooting a 64, is because of the fact that I am only 5'6" with a 26 inch draw length. So what are you digging for, Riley? What are you finding under there? Making a mess? Finding gold? But anyway, that is those 3 classics. That one being my brand new one. I am excited. I'm probably not going to order any more bows for a little while. I have 5 of his Northern Miss bows, and I now have 3 classics. Oh, and for those of you that are new to the channel or just looking at this, I pay for every single one of these bows. Don't think I'm doing this review because I get them for free. If you follow my podcast or my other videos, you're already well aware of that. But I pay 100% for these bows, so they are not given to me. This video and endorsement is because I love the bows. I love the Boyer, Steve. He's a good friend of mine, incredible guy, and he builds some of the most amazing bows that are out there. And this is a perfect example of that. My new classic model is just straight up amazing. I'll be honest with you, in order of favorites, this new one, my all-time favorite. This will be the bow that I'm using. Oh, I love that bow. My second favorite would be this first one he ever made me, which is the one that has the quilted maple veneers on it. Same thing, bamboo cores. They're all bamboo core, but this one is a Bacote with quilted maple, and then this one is a Cocobolo with, I can't remember the name of this. What kind of limb veneers on this? This is the second one he made me, and it's a great bow too. But honestly, those 2 are my favorites. They all shoot the same and feel the same, just look wise and stuff. Those 2 there end up being my favorite. This one here, like I said, beautiful bow. Don't get me wrong, but now that I have 3 of the 3, these 2 here are my favorites. This one still being fantastic. I love all of them, but if I had to pick, you know, that's in order of my favorite, it would be this one. Again, we're based on appearance. That would be the new one, my absolute favorite. I love that, the whole look of that bow. Second would be this one. Third would be this one. But they are all absolutely amazing bows. Here's a close-up of all 3 of them in order of what I got. That was my first classic, my second classic, my third classic. Again, quilted maple veneers. This, I can't remember what those veneers are. If you watch my video on that one, it will tell you in there. That was about 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, if you want to go look. I'm not gonna. And then that one is the olive ash veneer. But this kind of shows them to you as we scroll through them. Inside, where you got a little more detail here, a little better lighting, a little more detail, but look at the amazing detail on those. Just straight up incredible. And you can see the slight difference in that high gloss that I toned down versus the matte ones, but I love it. Like I said, that finish is just so incredible. So I'm very, very impressed with it, and I have no issues I have no qualms about hunting out of that or with that whatsoever. Riser 1 on there like that, riser 2, and riser 3. Sorry about the quiver, but I'm not taking it off. We'll flip that one that way so you can see, but just absolutely incredible. Right there, all 3 of them, all 3, they're wet still from being in the snow out there, but just incredible bows. So excited. Belly glass on them, just amazing detail. Like I said, Steve, just his quality is just unbelievable. Look at the detail on the limb tips on that thing. I mean, perfect, absolute 100% perfect knock alignment. You know, absolutely flawless knock alignment on every single one of these. You know, where am I at? Right there, without question, without fail. The guy, I mean, just absolutely incredible detail. You just can't beat a Northern Miss longbow. Just phenomenal. So there you go. That shows you the video. So, all right, there we have it. That is the new classic that I just got from Steve over at Northern Miss Longbows. You've probably seen his information run along the bottom of the screen, and there will also be a link to it in the description for you as well, too. So thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.